Hey guys, I did something silly and not healthy and not sane. I engaged with this person. So that is the second half of this video. Is I have a conversation with this person and you'll see why I decided to reach out. But at the end of the day, it was a dumb choice. And he got what he wanted out of me, which was my attention. But I got kind of upset yesterday because he, even after all of this, he did watch the video. He chose to lie to me about two different things that I address in this. And I found myself trying to get the truth out of him. Like, I just wanted him to redeem himself. And it upset me that he continued to lie to me, which it shouldn't have, because I shouldn't have expected anything other than what he was, which was lies. You'll see at the end of the video, I'm trying to justify his lies again, and I'm trying to do what I like to call mental gymnastics, where I try to rationalize an irrational lie, because at the end of the day, I slept on it and I was trying to think, why was that still so hurtful to me, and why was I trying so hard to get him to tell me the truth? And then once I couldn't get the truth out of him, why was I trying so hard to try to make his lie the truth in my head? And the reason I think that this is important to post is because I think I came to a conclusion of why a lot of people stay in abusive situations or with people who lie to them or manipulate them. And it's because no one likes to be lied to. Nobody likes to feel stupid. Nobody wants to believe that the person that they're close with, the person that they care about, the person they're involved with, intimate with, would lie to them like this. And so you engage and you want to believe that this person can be honest to you, because you don't want to believe that that's the person you are with. And I do see the good in him, and I don't think he's a bad person. I just think that he has a bad problem that he's not acknowledging and not working on. And I don't want to see him hurt, and I don't want to see him unwell. It really is a sickness, and people have enabled him his whole life. It was dumb, it was irresponsible, it was immature, and on some level I regret reaching out because it did affect me emotionally to be lied to again. But at the same time, it was also, for me, a reminder of what I can never tolerate again. And also, I had been feeling a little bit guilty, wondering if he was hurt by the video and wondering if I shouldn't have posted it. And this was a reminder to me of what he put me through and what other people are going through. But I should not have engaged. And if anybody is in this situation, do not engage. Let it go. Move on. You're never going to get what you need from that person. You're never going to get that closure from that person. You're never going to get the truth from that person. You just have to let them be what they are and heal on your own, which I have, thank God. So enjoy my mistakes and learn from them. Welcome back! First of all, let me start by saying, I know how petty LaBelle this looks, but I'm not doing this for petty purposes. I'm doing it for the same purpose that I posted the first video. And I never do follow-ups like this, but I honestly cannot believe this. And at first I thought it was funny, and I was like joking about it on Instagram story, where I was just like, I can't believe this was the move. And then it just got like sad, where I was like, wow, this is so dark still. Because in trying to prevent me from posting a video about him being manipulative and a liar, he did the most manipulative thing he could do, which was send this package at this time. Let me explain. I already knew before I opened it what was going to be in it. It was going to be a pair of rose gold Italian leather shoes. Now, he used to run he did once, my online store, because I would do a brand deal for this app, and he was always looking for extra cash, so I was like, hey, I don't have time to do this. If you do it, you can keep a percentage of the sales. One of the pairs of shoes didn't sell. So then I got the brand deal again. So he was originally gonna do it, but then it became a whole thing. That's a whole other story. And we had broken up, but I still had to do the brand deal. So the last time I talked to him, I was getting all of the information because it was all of his login information, and he still had the shoes. So I said, by the way, I need the shoes because I know once I promote the app again, they're gonna sell. So I need to be able to send them out. He said he would get them to me the next day. He would mail them out immediately. And I was like, you don't have to mail them. It's gonna be so expensive because they're heavy. You can just drop them off where I get packages in my office at my apartment building, so you don't have to pay to ship it. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just ship it in the morning. So I know him very well, and I knew that he wasn't actually going to ship them, so I just deleted the listing and I never sold them. But he didn't know that. But I never get the shoes, and months pass and I don't get them, and I don't care. I never ask about them. I don't care. I figure I'll never see them and it's okay. So I come upstairs, I was outside by the pool, and I get a package. And I'm expecting it to be something that I ordered, and it's not. And then I look at the name and I see it's his name. And two things cross my mind. What are the odds that I get a package from him the day after I post this video? Clearly they're related. And two, why is it coming from his California address? So before I open the box, I just realized something that he lied about to me for months. And again, it's just so, God, it like sucks. Like, even though we're not together and like I don't talk to the kid, like I don't, whatever, it still sucks when you just find out so much was a lie, even in the aftermath. He told me in, I believe, February, we were still very much together, that he had to leave California because he was about to lose his job and he was moving back home to Utah. He was gonna live at home, work for his dad, and save money. Like, there's this set job that he's gonna have. His dad's company, he already knows exactly like what it is, like it's a sure thing. And then he says he doesn't think we should try to do a long distance thing, but he wants to stay together until he leaves. And I was like devastated. Like, I was so sad. I was so heartbroken because at this point we'd been together for like 4 months and I really cared about him, and it made me really sad that he wasn't even trying to find a job here. And he said it in a way that was like, you know, I could find a job here, but I want to be back with my family. I can save money by living with my parents, and you know, it's working for my dad, so it's a good situation. So it hurt me, but like, of course I understood it. Like, I talked about it with friends and we all, you know, it was just, you know, this is what he needs to do for his career, you know? Even up until, like, you know, we break up and, like, the final conversations, it's just, like, yeah, I'm still going to Utah, and the fact that he is still in California and he shipped this from California in the same address, same apartment, like, damn, man, why? Like, So, let's do a little unboxing video. So, here are the shoes. We know that these are the shoes. I knew it was going to be the shoes. July 3rd, which was the day I posted on Instagram that I was posting a video about my ex-boyfriend. So months and months pass, and finally he decides now, on July 3rd, the day before the video, that now he's gonna ship me back these shoes. My first thought was, oh, this is like a petty thing. Like, he knows that the video happened, he sent me the shoes because that's kind of his like, fuck you, get these out of my life thing. But then I read the letter. So with my shoes came manipulation, and I'm not going to read the letter because I'm not a fan of sharing personal messages with others. But the gist of the letter is he wanted to say thank you for everything, for being such a positive influence on his life, showing him love and always believing in him. It was an honor to be close to me, etc., etc., etc. Doesn't mention the video at all. It's just a very loving, beautiful letter. Now, if I was still in the relationship, or still wanting that relationship, seeing something like this would make me feel a certain type of way and then change my course of action. That's what manipulation is. Now, we know that he could have sent this box anytime. He told me he was sending it the day after, and it came months later. Happened to be the day that I posted that I'm posting a video. Okay, we all agree that the reason he sent it was to try to deter me from posting the video. The letter is what makes me so... Again, it made me laugh, and then it made me angry, and then it made me sad, because none of it's real. I said in the first video, so he was asking me to go on dates, begging, let's go on a date, please, let's go on a date, let's go on a date, let's go to dinner, let's go to a movie, I miss you. And then I told him that I was seeing somebody else, and his response was, good, you're somebody else's problem now. And then the last time I talked to him, when I was getting all this information about the online app store, because he had to like switch it back to my information, he said that I'm going to be alone forever because that's just who I am and the way I am. So you feel like nobody will ever love you, you're a problem, you're a burden, which was a horrible thing for him to say to me, considering what I had told him about feeling like a mistake and a burden. But then if you need something, or if you want to get that person back, which is not, I'm not saying that he does want to get me back, but this was clearly him trying to deter me from making a video, you'll say what a positive person you are and how grateful you are to have known you and all of that. So that was my unboxing video, and just like a really clear telltale sign of a manipulator. He'll tell you you're a problem and then he'll do something like this. Just so dumb, God. Anyway, the reason I felt compelled to share that is it's just like I tell this story about how manipulation can be subtle, and then I just get this package of subtle manipulation, which honestly, go away. It's actually great timing though, because I was feeling so much guilt after the video went up, even though like I never say the kid's name, I never have ever left a clue of who he is or where to find him. By the way, a lot of you think that you found his Instagram. You didn't. I swear to you, you didn't. The only person that actually drew attention to him, ironically enough, is apparently his sister. A fan DM'd me screenshots from her story basically saying that I was like doing something really unfair or something. I didn't know. I didn't read it all. But I never identified him. If you guys, him, and your family decide to identify yourselves, that's fine. Do you? I've never identified him. Actually, the only way anybody ever found his pictures is because of another lie he told, which I won't get into now. It's not worth it. I still can't believe like how many times this kid told me no matter what he has to be out of LA, and he's moving to Utah at the end of May, early first week of June at the very latest, and now it's like July and I'm getting a package from his address in California. Like, what? I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. Guys, this is wild. Like, I honestly feel like I'm in a simulation right now, and I was just like kind of emotional, but now I'm not, because I'm remembering, oh yeah, he's like a piece of shit. I hate saying that because like I don't want to believe that and I don't want to feel that, and I also feel so tacky like sharing all of this like information as it's happening, because like it's just so, I don't think it's very like classy to like talk about, you know what I mean? Like this is a person with like a life, but he's literally like lying to me right now, and I like just fucking redeem yourself in this moment, dude. I mean, and this was also my fault, because when I saw that package came from California, I just like couldn't help myself, and I texted him and I was like, I see you're in California. He was like playing dumb to the fact that I got this package at this time, and he was trying to say that he had no idea that I was posting a video when he sent the package, and that the video really hurt him considering he had just written this letter to me. And I was like, are we really gonna pretend that you didn't know this video was happening when you sent this package? And he was like, I swear on everything, you can ask anybody. So he was saying that he's hurt. I did a video. He didn't think I'd ever do a video, which is weird, because he's the one who said, I know you're gonna run and make a video about this. You love to attack people when they don't have a platform to defend themselves. So I don't know why he's saying he didn't think I'd do a video, but he's like really sticking with a story that he didn't know. Here's the problem with like, I literally am having like PTSD where I believed his lies for so long that I'm questioning myself, and I'm like, well, you have been kind of psychic lately and have had all these like weird coincidences of like you think of someone and they text you and like blah blah blah. Like, what if the reason you decided to edit this video was because he was writing you a letter and like you felt it? Like, I literally in my head was like trying to justify, yeah, like maybe he wasn't lying, maybe he did, but that's like the shitty part about when you're like involved with a liar, is even if they're telling the truth, you'll never believe them. And I'm sorry, but like, you had this box of shoes for months and you just so happened to send them the day I fucking post that I'm posting a video. Like, I'm sorry, I can't accept that. At least not from him. Like, I wish I could. But then what's tripping me up is he's pretending like he didn't know about this video until like late last night. As in like, he said 8:30 p.m., which would have been like 7 or 8 hours after I posted it. And he's saying like that he didn't know about it until somebody like texted him a link. But that's so hard for me to believe, because, and I gave him a chance to like redeem himself, and I'm like, you're saying you had no idea and you didn't find out till 8:30 p.m. and it was because a friend texted you a link. And he's like, yeah, I had no idea. And I was like, but your sister was posting on Instagram about how you were taking it really hard and how the entire family decided to like unfollow me. So you mean to tell me that your sister knew about it hours before you did? And he said, well, she's in Europe. And I was like, so what does that mean? And by the way, I don't know why his sister was trying to draw attention where there was none. Again, I've never said his name. I've never shown his face. All that does is draw attention and confirm that that's who I was talking about to people. For people who didn't know about it or don't follow me on YouTube and wouldn't have ever seen it, they'll go and watch it now. So like, I don't know. But a fan had sent me screenshots of this story saying like, you know, he's taking it really hard and please respect him in this time, and the entire family has decided this and that. So it's like, okay, even if she was speaking on his behalf, saying that he was taking it hard or that it was hard for him, you mean to tell me if she... Again, like, you question yourself when you're used to being like lied to and manipulated. But so your sister knows about it and she's so passionate about it that she's posting about it on Instagram and talking about how you're feeling and how the whole family's feeling, but nobody called you? Nobody told you? And he swears up and down that he had no idea she posted anything, and I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that they didn't want to ruin his 4th of July, but I just having a really hard time accepting that he ships this out on coincidence at the same day, and his sister is like seeing that this video is happening, and God, it's just, oh, man. And then he said something just so manipulative, where he was like, he knows I need to believe that he sent these because he saw the Instagram post and he knew I was posting a video, because I need that to fit my narrative. Just downplaying like what I'm feeling in my experience and the fact that he lied to me about so many things for so long. Like, I'm creating this in my head, making something huge out of this coincidence in my head to fit my narrative, which again is so wild and like such projection of what he does. And I wish that I could like tell you this story that I want to so badly, to like prove like he's the type of person who will literally tell a story to the point of delusion to fit like the narrative, like if he feels guilty about something he did or like a choice he made. In fact, this is a great example. This didn't happen, but it's like a good analogy. Like, he begged and begged and begged to smoke weed. He wanted to smoke weed so bad. But like, if he smoked weed and then felt guilty because he was Mormon, he would tell me that I pressured him into smoking weed. And then if I would say, well, no, you said that you wanted to smoke weed, he would be like, yeah, but you made me feel that you wouldn't like me unless I smoked weed. So he would just like twist it into a way that like made him not responsible for his action, because he would feel so much guilt, and that's not his fault. Like, he was raised a way that he says like really scarred him and damaged him. So like, again, I'm making excuses for people. Anyways, I texted him because I wanted to see what he would say, like if he would lie to me or if he would tell me the truth, and he's just lying to me. And beware, kids. I gotta go. I'm hungry again.